Get ready to load one up, Ennis. They've been sitting a little bit, man, so, and I don't know how old this gas in. That smoking doesn't continue. It's a little flooded when you first start it because the carburetor has an issue. But it runs good. I drove it this morning. You're perfect. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. All right. I don't know.
I was wondering like that. How about get out with the chains?
He says it'll be there tomorrow morning at the Schumacher in California. Needs a good cleaning. I've been sitting outside for a little bit. I mean, I literally haven't driven that. Drove it this morning just to make sure the battery was up. The T-37 I had to go get out of my storage. The LTD was too big for my storage. Couldn't get it in there. And he gave me this paper right here. So, both the cars. There's some little odds and ends stuff I left inside the car. Just briefly, I'm gonna take a look. Well, I was gonna show you all the stuff in the trunk, but I guess I won't. Everything's in there, dude, so don't worry about that. I took some still photos of it already, so I meant to get a video of it, but I can't really get to it right now with the way the car's in the carrier. When you get the LTD, if everything's good with the battery, however long it takes for you to get this, pump it. It needs to be pumped probably about 10 or 15 times to get the fuel up to the carburetor. So that's a little bit why it blows a little bit of smoke at the beginning, because there's so much fuel in the bowl. Probably needs to have the accelerator pump looked at on the carburetor. Don't let it go over that one?
No, as soon as I go over this.
So as soon as you're in that groove?
Yeah.
Okay. You're good. You're doing good.
The tires, I mean the brakes on these cars are not the best.
Oh, I know. Come on. Come on. There you go. A little further. Just a little bit. There you go. You followed on. Hey, they all need looking at, man. You know what I'm saying? So I drove it today all over. It seemed fine. What's hard is that air conditioner thing being in your way. In that air conditioner thing, you're hitting your leg on it.
Yeah, I know. That's noisy.
But I drove it today. They're not as bad as you think they are. They're just different than we're used to.
Yeah. Okay. There they are.
I don't think the brakes are bad at all. So, do I think they probably need to be looked at? Sure, but I think they're fine. I drove that car for about a half hour this morning, and it runs just fine. I'm jealous, actually. Kind of wish I was keeping this one in us. That's a good car. I didn't think I liked it that much until I actually got it. I mean, it looks like it might even have the original shocks on it. Let's see, there's surface rust right here, but all of this inside of it is rock solid, so it's just all like top surface rust right in through here. That's just dirt and mud collected right there. Well, that could be fixed. Some new hoses. Looks like the original shocks on here. I think it's awesome. I think it rides really nice too. Road Hugger brand was a discount tire brand, and I don't know if you know what that is, but those tires haven't been made quite some time, so you know, I would recommend maybe replacing the tires on them. They look good, but you know, they look like they have plenty of tread on them, but they're just old. And you don't feel too many flat spots on them when you're driving. I gave them the bill of sale and copies of the titles that I sent to you. So I think they need that just mostly for their purpose. I talked to the guy yesterday and from Schumacher, and he said just go ahead and give them to the driver. There's nothing really in the trunk of the Pontiac, so little miscellaneous nothing parts, but nothing's really in there. Everything is in the LTD. Had the bigger trunk to take it all. And the Pontiac would have taken some too. I just had the LTD at my house. And the Pontiac I had in storage. I didn't want anybody to steal any wheels or stuff off of it. There was not much to steal off the LTD. And the lock lug for the wheels in the Ford is in the glove box. And the Pontiac doesn't have lock lugs on it. And the club is in the back seat of the LTD with the keys on the keychain. It's a beautiful day here. It's a balmy 107 degrees. Really clean interior. Can you get what?
The bar. There is a bar on the other side. Right off the car. It's like a chrome bar.
Taking you with me on this little adventure. I like you to see the car. It leaves my possession. Everything's fine. You talking about this pry bar here?
Yeah. Right here, right here. Yeah, thank you. I just want to make sure I got it right because these are
a little bit of a rust issue right there. Nothing major though. It looks like surface rust. Nothing inside. Everything's solid. See? Then as I showed you before, you got this piece right here, but if you look on the inside, it's rock solid on the inside, so it's just like it's the outside sheet metal. So you either get another piece for right here, whatever you're gonna do with it. This is a little bad back here, obviously, but it's not into the fender well, it's just the sheet metal. I like to give him a video so, you know, he sees they're out of my possession. And here's that tail light thing. It's cracked with the fender bent. The lower valance has a little bend in it right there, but that probably could be fixed. A little bit of rust issue, but that's all surface rust right there. Same here. He's got that late baby locked down, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't like them compressing the suspension like that so much, but I mean, that's what they got to do.